Hey everyone, it's Flak. DICE is showcasing two of the new maps coming to Battlefield 1 with the Turning Tides expansion, Cape Helles and Achi Baba. EA gave me early access to the maps on the community test environment, so this video is sponsored by EA. The maps we played obviously aren't finalized in appearance as they're white-boxed and don't include the final textures or other environmental assets. Still, we got a good feel for the design of the maps, and all signs point to them being some of the best maps in Battlefield 1. The first map we got our hands on was Cape Helles, modeled after the landings at Gallipoli in early 1915. We played the map on a new game mode called Conquest Assault. If you're not familiar with the game mode, defenders start with possession of all capture points, but do not have an actual base spawn point. Meanwhile, attackers have a spawn base and begin with 250 tickets. They must capture and hold all points. Once this occurs, defenders can only spawn on teammates, and if all defenders are eliminated, the game ends and attackers are declared the winners. Conversely, if attackers run out of tickets, they lose the match. The map is remarkably detailed from a historical perspective. Cape Helles includes some of the key historical points of interest from the Gallipoli landings. The attacking British forces begin their assault from the infamous SS River Clyde, landing at V Beach on foot or via landing craft and torpedo boats. Opposite them, the defending Ottoman forces hold the defenses at Fort No. 3, Sed El Bar Castle. The other locations are also named after real-world locations, including Hill 141 and the Conley Battery. You might notice the large coastal guns familiar from the In the Name of the Tsar Albion map. Ottoman defenses were bolstered by the Germans in the area with guns taken from the cruiser SMS Rune and look remarkably similar. There are 3 of the massive coastal artillery guns on the Cape Helles map. If a team is doing poorly on the map, a dreadnought behemoth arrives to help turn the tide. The map plays very well with the new Conquest Assault mode, and it reminds me of a fan-favorite Battlefield map, Gulf of Oman. The map's design features significant changes in geography. Hills, outcroppings, trenches, and other forms of cover are commonplace. The result is a solid map with a good mixture of close quarters and ranged fighting. Players can seek the high ground at Fort No. 3, which provides an excellent but exposed vantage point for sniping. Aside from the torpedo boats and landing craft afforded to the attacking British forces, airplanes are the only other vehicle on the map. The map seems quite open, but the effectiveness of air power is limited by the plentiful cover on the map. The new rocket gun Flak variant should also help keep aircraft at bay. Truthfully, I really enjoyed Cape Helles, but my favorite of the two maps was by far the second, called Achi Baba. This map is an infantry-only brawl set further inland from Cape Helles. Historically, the Entente forces never took Achi Baba, but it was a primary objective, and they did try several times. In Battlefield 1, Achi Baba likely refers to the Battle of Achi Baba Nullah, which took place July 12, 1915. It was a disaster for the Entente forces, earning the location the nickname Blood Valley, which also happens to be one of the map's objectives. The map has a good mixture of open areas and valleys, but the combat here shines in the gullies, trenches, and underbrush. There's plenty of medium and close quarters combat and a ton of flanking routes. In the more open areas, ancient ruins provide cover from snipers. Like other infantry-only maps, if a team is losing by a significant amount, they will be reinforced with elite kits. Now, there's no official word on operations for Turning Tides, but looking at the two maps, I'd say it's a foregone conclusion the two will be paired together for the mode in the DLC's release. Entente forces landed on the beaches of Gallipoli with the express goal of taking the Achi Baba Heights and pushing on to Constantinople. Unfortunately, it was not to be. The Entente forces evacuated the peninsula in early 1918. What are your thoughts on these new maps in development? What about an operation combining the two? Tell me in the comments. And if you want to get your hands on the new maps, well, you won't have to wait much longer. Both will hit the Battlefield 1 CTE on October 17th, so be sure to leave feedback for DICE over at reddit.com/battlefield_live. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, share on social media, and subscribe. Be sure to turn on notifications for the latest Battlefield 1 news. To take your Battlefield 1 game to the next level, check out the Battlefield 1 Ultimate Utility app with a link in the video description. As always, thanks for watching.